So if I had to make 10 sales a day selling PDFs on Etsy, here's exactly what I would do. Okay. So first of all, I wouldn't sell physical products on Etsy. I would sell digital products. And now the reason why I would sell digital products on Etsy is because zero inventory, meaning it's instant delivery to the customer. They pay for it and it gets sent right away. Unlimited scalability, you make it once and it sells over and over again. And of course, the profit margins are high because your cost of good, you only make it one time, and then everything after that is profit minus, of course, ads and fees, which makes it perfect for beginners. Okay. Now, if we were to compare these digital products, the specific digital file is a PDF, and that's where the term PDF business comes into place. This is actually better than most side hustles because with other side hustles like running an agency, you have tensions, deadlines with clients, revisions. If you're selling physical goods from overseas, packaging, shipping, delivery mess, we don't do any of that. Same thing for Etsy. You don't want to sell physical goods. And again, there's high costs, shipping costs, taxes. The beauty of a PDF business, there's no clients, no deadlines, no revisions. You just have to sell it once and it sells over and over again. There's no packing and shipping, delivery mess, or customers complaining and asking for a refund, meaning it's a zero stress and zero cost, simple business to operate. Now, if you're wondering, my name is Alex. I've built a empire selling these products on Etsy. I have a link down below showing my past proof, and I basically do whatever I want. But let's continue the video. That was just to show you a bit of background. So in this video, you're going to learn product research, listing creation, pricing, which is very important, scaling, keyword research, thumbnail design, and ads. All of these are crucial if you want to make an average of 10 sales a day on Etsy. Okay, right? So like I said, the goal is to make 10 sales a day consistently using simple digital PDFs and low competition niches. Okay, so the first thing is you have to understand Etsy's algorithm, the way it displays listings from sellers. Okay, it rewards people who post new listing, optimize keywords, your thumbnail, which is probably 90% of the whole thing, and consistent shop activity. So actively responding to customer messages, actively changing the price, show you're an active participant of the Etsy marketplace. All of these things matter a lot, right? So the tool stack, we're going to be using Everbee, eRank, Canva for product creation and thumbnails, Etsy ads, and of course, one interesting AI tool to build the PDFs. Make sure to keep watching. I'll cover it later in the video. So step one is we're going to start with buyer demand. You don't want to guess products. People on Etsy just assume and create things they like, but you have to sell what the marketplace and data says works, right? Now, step two is you need to go on Etsy and search broad niches. So as you can see here on the Etsy search bar, just typing in a broad keyword, letting it show pre-filled previous searches other people search for. So when you type in planner, template, habit tracker, checklist, or clip art, you see all the others, and other auto-filled terms can be potentially what niche you'll be selling in because it's real data that customers are actually looking for to buy. Now, after that, we're going to open Everbee and we're going to use the extension to look for what sells. So as you can see here, I typed in habit tracker, I found a listing, and using the Everbee tool here, I can see exactly the numbers it's making and of course the keywords, right? You want to make sure the keywords are low competition like this, yellow, green, nothing red. These are potential keywords I could use if I were to sell a weight loss and fitness tracker. So it's crucial that I have this Everbee extension when doing my product research. Okay. Now also, we're going to filter for listings under 2 months old, ideally, but you can also look for a store. The oldest would be at least a year because over a year, a lot of sales can come in and you can know exactly which product is selling. So from 2 months and lower is how to find a specific product you can break into. But for the whole store, a year would be the max, right? So as you can see here, 1.5 years, 2.3K. To make 2,300 sales across 1.5 years is a lot more than 10 sales a day. So I would consider looking at this, but as you can see here, I can filter by newest and look for stores that are extremely new, right? Like this store, see there's nothing here. Can see 2 months old, right? Gives me an idea what sells. Next, we're going to validate the metrics. We're going to look for monthly sales, High demand, but simple product, low number of variations, and fast growth. Okay? We're going to create a list of product ideas. You want to aim for 10 to 20 that meet the criteria. So you can go on ChatGPT and ask for a bunch of ideas. Then we're going to use eRank. So as you can see here, when you type in a keyword, you want to make sure that the competition isn't too high. So for example, silver necklace, it's not digital, but just an example. Let me actually show you back here. Keywords like this, okay, that are green and yellow. New Year's resolution, digital weight loss, diet tracker is a good one. Under 10,000, right? So when I type in diet tracker, I want to make sure there's actual potential for me to break into, right? And using the Everbee extension tool, 2 months old is potential, 4 months old, potential, 27 months old, too competitive, right? You see how I'm actively looking, and I'm going to make a list of all the things that are low competition and somewhat new, 2 months old. And I'm going to make a list of that. Then we're going to look for rankable keywords. So like I just showed you, diet tracker, low to medium competition. So on Everbee, the color should be, as you can see here, only yellow or green, nothing red. So this is good. And then long tail phrases. So multiple words within the keyword. So editable, weekly, budget, planner, PDF. The more words which are long tail, the less competition you can rank. But sometimes, like I just showed you, you can find some like this, just diet tracker. Maybe I can write diet tracker PDF. And now even less competition, I can compete for these, right? 7 months old, not bad. 12 months, kind of competitive. 4 months old, not bad. So I know I can rank for 75 soft challenge PDF. It works. Now we're going to build the keyword list. So again, all I'm doing is just taking pieces of keywords that work. So opening Everbee, scrolling down, and just finding words that work. So we're going to do a diet tracker. We're going to use the keywords 75 soft challenge. We're going to use water tracker sheet. And that's it. The rest are way too competitive. And we're going to keep going till I think of a product that I can potentially sell. Just based on this video so far, I can do a 75 soft challenge diet tracker PDF. That would be my product, right? Now to build the planner, we're going to use an AI tool called Kittl. If you want to learn how to use that tool, link in bio for that. So once you're in Kittl, you're going to type in planner, and then you're going to have a bunch of planners which you can re-edit and make to your liking to then have the commercial rights to sell it. So based on searching for planner, I found this one I like. Now I'm going to play around with it and make it look nice. The cool thing about this tool is you can basically take the entire template and use AI to remake different variations of it, right? So as you can see here, I click it, I open an artboard, I press the Smartboard AI tool, and then in seconds, it generates me another version. And all I have to do each time to make new versions is just tell it, change this and make it more modern and more colorful, or maybe make it more girly. And you keep making variations, so on and so forth. And now look, you have a ton of variations of different types of planners. You can even make a bundle, put them all together and sell that as a listing. Surely you can make 10 sales a day just by doing that. Now, once we're happy, we can vectorize and convert it and then make it an original template, right? Also, you can take the original planner and just make small changes to make it look nicer. These are also printables, right? So if you were to vectorize this as an image, you can basically make it a downloadable, printable template so they can print this out and use a pencil or pen and actually fill this thing in physically. So you're selling the printable file, right? So once that's done, what we can do is then we can take this vectorized file, if you want to keep it digital, and make it a high value PDF. So we're going to open Canva and we're basically going to make it editable like this. So anyone who has my Canva link can edit it digitally to their liking. And you can do this exact same thing I showed you for planners, trackers, checklists, business templates, even clip art bundles. Okay, we're going to keep it simple because simple is how you get bestsellers. Most best-selling PDFs are minimal and easy to create because they appeal to the mass market, right? Now, if you are going to print these out, you're going to want to make sure that you're exporting high-quality PDFs that are US letter A4 or digital sizes following these formats, because people printing them out are going to actually want them in a certain format, whether they want to write on them and so forth. Next, we're going to have to create a winning thumbnail, which is probably one of the most important steps to even make sales every day. Okay, your thumbnail should show what the PDF includes, multiple pages, the features, if it's editable in Canva or if it's an instant download. Mention all of these in the bubbles, right? So example thumbnail styles, clean, bright, mock-up styled images, increase clicks, show pages at an angle, right? Preview of what's inside, and keep cohesive color palettes. The colors should match across all your images. So if you're going to choose an aesthetic of black and white, make sure it's black and white across your entire listing. If you're doing green and purple, make sure this color palette matches throughout all your images, right? Next, we're going to write an SEO rich title, okay? The best keywords to make the title. So for example, budget planner printable, weekly budget template, and then financial tracker download. You can basically take existing titles like these ones that we see here, and you can basically take these and put them into ChatGPT and reword it in your own way. Next, we're going to optimize tags, fill in all 13 tags, and you want to make sure the tags you're using, right, are not super competitive because you're a fresh store. So on your listing, you can go on other listings and get ideas for your tags. They should always be competition on ever be green or yellow, not things like red. You're not going to compete on a fresh store with red, only green and yellow. Now for our description, it's pretty straightforward. You want to mention what they get, how to download, how to use it, and Canva instructions if editable. You can tell ChatGPT to write the whole thing and just copy paste. Super easy. Now, when you're starting on a fresh store, you always have to price extremely low and build up as you get clicks. So you'll see listings sometimes $2, sometimes $1, but you have to build the listing. And you're doing this because you want to warm it up and get those first 5-star reviews. Once you get those, you can start raising the price, right? Now, you want to repeat this throughout the month, 10 to 20 listings quickly and put ads on for $5 a day, okay? It's very important, and you just turn off what doesn't work. $5 a day ads. If you have 4 listings, you're going to have $5 here, $5 there, $5 there, and $5 there, right? Even though you're spending $25 a day, you're going to quickly kill what's not getting clicks. And at the end of the day, you're only going to be spending $5 a day on something that's actually making sales, right? You're going to start low at 91 cents. You're going to farm those reviews, get those 5 stars in, and then you're going to raise the price, okay? And it's really important you look at your data in your Etsy Ads Manager. When you're spending $5 a day, you want to make sure that you're getting clicks and your CTR is at least 2%. You want to make sure the metrics make sense before choosing if you should keep the ad spending or turn them off, okay? Something else too, if you're not making sales or you're not making enough sales, simply updating your thumbnails will drastically improve things. Sometimes even changing the price too. So also when you have something that works, so you have one listing making 10 sales a day, you can now make another variation of that and make a different variation. So if it's a wedding planner PDF making you sales, now you're going to release a bridal shower planner or a bachelorette checklist. You can put all of these together as a bundle and see how it sells. Also, as you're getting customer feedback like this, you can even screenshot it like I did here and put this in your listing so you can proudly display, look, I have 5 stars. And that will also amplify and ensure you're making 10 sales a day. So when you're tracking your metrics, it's very important. CTR is healthy, your conversion rate, traffic source, because you may start getting a lot of organic sales. And if you're getting more organic sales than ads, you can just turn the ads off completely and enjoy organic sales. And you want to make sure for keyword ranking, if you're typing in diet tracker PDF, you want to make sure you're showing up here without the ad little label, right? It means you're ranking organically. It means you're doing something right. And then again, just scale what works. You make 5 listings, put $5 a day on each. You turn off all of them, keep the one that works, and then it makes you money. You slowly raise the price and you keep adding complementary products that are similar to it. It's as simple as that. So in a nutshell, for this 10 sales a day blueprint, you want to find demand on Everbee. You want to validate it with new listings and shops. You want to rank with low competition keywords from eRank or Everbee's tags, strong thumbnails, consistently post, run $5 a day ads, and scale what works. And you basically repeat that until your revenue compounds. It's pretty much what you do. Now, if you're interested in letting us build you one of these passive PDF products on Etsy, you can book a call down below. If you have questions, comment them down below, and that's pretty much the video. See you in the next one.